Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you guys a little life update and flip through this junk journal that I've decided I am just done filling. I've not been journaling a whole lot lately because I've not had a lot of time in my office. When my son got let out on summer break, our routine changed and a lot of things were still up in the air, and now I'm spending a lot of time in the car because I have to drive both of my kids to different activities. So one of the things I'm doing is I try to engage in my journaling practice, or at least my art journaling practice again, is letting go of journals that I no longer feel called to work in, and this is one of them. This is the journal I made last year for Junk Journal July. I used a tutorial from Meg Journals for it, and I can try to find the link to it and put it below. But it's just, you know, a basic junk journal. I was really proud of it. I think it was like one of the first journals that I made. These are actual dried flower petals that I Mod Podged onto the front. So this has some of the prompts from Junk Journal July from last year. I have since discovered that I am not a person who engages very well in challenges. I made it pretty far in this one, but in these like prompted group journaling things, I just you know, I will suddenly go for like a week or 2 weeks where like I can't engage in my practice, and then I beat myself up. So I try, if I do participate, I try to do so like very loosely. So I was having a lot of fun with tags. This is when I was still using a lot of stickers, and honestly, now that I see it, I really want to like move back to this a little bit. I made this fun little tag here out of like torn paper and washi tape, and this is a Saint Dymphna card. It was one of the saints that I had first really connected with because she's the patron saint for mental health. And as someone who has struggled with bipolar disorder, I just felt really called to work with her. So yeah, I'm still using a lot of stickers. I used a lot of like fun papers here. I don't remember where I got the gnome stickers, but I love them now that I see them. I haven't flipped through this in a long time, and it's honestly bringing up a lot of nostalgia for me. I was having a lot of fun with stamps also. Gather is what I have wanted when I open, if I open a coffee shop or tea shop, which has been a dream for a long time for me. Gather is what I want to name it. And again, this has kind of like fairy garden vibes to it. I really liked this journal because I went through the process of tea dyeing these graph paper pages, and I honestly would like to do that again. Oh yeah, I remember this was, I think the prompt for that Junk Journal July was wallpaper, and the only thing I could think of was the story, The Yellow Wallpaper, which I highly recommend reading if you enjoy like older short stories. I had just finished reading Mary Magdalene Revealed, I think, by Megan Watterson, and it really moved me. Here is where I had gotten some of my paint for the first time. I bought paint and then I didn't use it for a while because I was like really overwhelmed by it. So it was about summer of last year when I first started playing with paint. This was about when I started getting really discouraged because I think maybe it was window was the prompt, but I had this like plastic top of a case and I wanted to put it over here, this woman like a window, and I had these like little crystal chips that I put in there to make like a shaker. But you can see they like got glued down and I got really discouraged. I tried playing with some wax seals and I've recently gotten rid of those because they were just sitting in a drawer and it was just a little bit too much for me to actually like use them. This was made out of like completely out of packaging. And again, lots of stamps and stickers. I kind of miss engaging with journaling this way. I stopped doing that like partially because I started playing with more art supplies, but also because it was getting a little bit like unsustainable for me to put so many stickers on a spread. I was going through stickers very quickly. And it's just not something that I can do all the time. I don't remember, I might have done this as like a journal with me spread with you guys, but it was kind of relating to the book about Robert Lax's life that I had read over the summer. I've actually read it twice now. I had gotten some Studio Ghibli postcards from Barnes & Noble, and I started using those here and there. I was working a lot last summer and this year with my inner child. That's what I was trying to say. Here we have some of my painted papers, and I was playing with lime green because that was my favorite color as a kid. I actually had a lime green bedroom, sponge painted bedroom at some point. And this is after like a significant amount of time. I think I did this as a journal with me also, maybe. But like fun little illustrations. Here's a scrappy house that I made. The shapes here, you can see that's one of the 365 art prompts from Megan and the Moon and Art for a Spell. Madoka Magica is one of my favorite animes, and I watched it for the first time, I think, just last year, but it was, like, so good. More cutout shapes. This says, there's an angel up there, and I love her. It's kind of hard to read. I got these, like, religious art pictures from Megan and the Moon, one of their shop updates. I also got this from a D-stash from Megan and the Moon. I think it's Tandy Art. But they're like wood cutouts, and I painted it and put it in here. So you can see as time goes on, it gets more experimental and more like paint and not just like regular art based. Home is where our love is. I think I did this with you guys too. Let us be happy, healthy, and loved. I think this is like all 365 art prompts. Definitely, if you feel overwhelmed by journaling, definitely go check out those videos from Megan and the Moon. I got lots of inspiration and help with my journaling practice, especially art journaling, from those. This is another one. It was the, like, I don't know, plaster, filler, tags. It's a little bit too heavy to go in here, and you can see it's getting kind of chunky. It's one of the reasons why I'm not going to continue working on it. This says Be the Hope, and that's actually the last pages that I'm going to work in. I don't have that many left. I just feel like if I get to the point where I'm just filling it for the sake of filling it because I want it to be complete, that it's not enjoyable for me, and making rules and setting like stipulations for my journaling practice always leads to me not doing it, and that is not good for anybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I am probably going to flip through some other journals this week for you guys, because I am going to be tucking a lot of them away onto my journal shelf, because I just need to work in something different for right now. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day to all of the people who are fathers or who fill in for fathers, and I hope you have a wonderful day.